Hello, hello, everybody. I have tried this a couple of times. It's been a while with Thanksgiving that I wasn't on, so I needed to restart it. So I did now. We're ready to go, and so now hopefully all you guys that were on will come on again. I I'm being creative today, and I'm sitting here going, I'm not going to watch another Hallmark movie. Hello, hello, Melissa. I saw you on first last time. I don't want to watch another Hallmark movie. I want to get on and I want to paint with you guys. And so, hi, Veronica and Lorraine. Hello, hello, guys. Della and Julie, Lorianne. It's nice to have you guys on. Sorry, I said I didn't update anything since we've been gone. And Christmas, hello, Miss Brenda. Christmas, Thanksgiving, if you're in America. We just had too many. I'm still eating turkey and gravy and cranberry sauce and all kinds of different cranberry sauces that people brought. I brought home. All right, so I am getting a few things out here ready. I didn't update my cameras and everything because of being out for Thanksgiving. So I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I saw some people got iced in, pretty snowed in. That's kind of nice maybe at Christmas time, but right now in Florida, we got to have beautiful weather and go out and some of the kids were playing ball and it was just nice. Hi, Edith. Hello, hello. Does that mean you live in Hawaii? Aloha. Hello, Miss Pat and Margaret. Thank you guys for being on. It's nice. Joyce, Linda. Linda, I'm going to see you soon. I understand you and your sweet daughter are going to come down to Florida. And Dawn, hello. And Deanne, Lee. It's snowing there. So now you're getting ready for Christmas, right? Well, I have painted and created and set up and got ready. Hey, Julia, um, for December. And I threw some twists in there for December, and I was excited for you guys to see it. And I just wanted you to see one thing that I finished today, which is Monday night. So, any of you who are not a member of One Stroke Advantage, are your memberships up for November? I want to inspire you because I am going to show you Monday night coming up on the $10 level. It's $9.99 or whatever on my YouTube channel, the One Stroke Advantage. So the advantage of a member, if you're not a member, the advantage is that anytime you need to go pick up anything on my site, supply wise, and you are watching some videos that are downloaded or whatever, or packets or whatever, mostly paints and brushes and things that you need to be painting all through the season, you get 20% off. Okay. And so usually when there's a coupon or a code that you can go get discounts, you have to have a minimum. You have to do this or that. But all you have to do is on your membership page when you become a member, and that is December will be a new code. And so there will be a big page of code when you remember that pops up and just go scan, scroll down till you see it. And that's your code for the month. So the good thing about that, just to let you know, is that you can go back. You can go back and look at stuff that I've just created that you could see on my Facebook site or whatever. Or you could just scroll and say, what else does she have on here that I haven't done or haven't seen? And so you can go back and scroll and 3 years back. So you can binge during these holidays if you get some time off. How many of you binge with one stroke? So you have to tell me on your YouTube site. Everybody give me a heart if you like to binge. And give me a thumbs up so that YouTube, because I had a false start, we want YouTube to send this out to lots of people and say I'm going to be on. Miss Liz Carver, I've been thinking about you and our nice stay right there with you guys. And I hope that you were looking at your paintings and thinking, I did that. All right. So look what I just painted today. All right, so this is a clear plate. This is what I'm doing Monday night on our channel here. And I put it on a charger, but you could put it on the charger itself. Okay. All right. Linda says she binges. Woohoo. I have 20 hand saws I would like to paint on. All right. Hand saws. All right. So can you see this? I want you to be inspired to paint some plates. So at Dollar Tree, you can paint on the charger. You can paint on a clear glass plate. Now look, I picked up gray, burgundy, and there's black. There's all kinds of colors, but I want you to see you can paint it on this teal background. All right. So think about the different colors. If you have a glass plate, you can put it on a silver charger. You can put it on anything that they sell there that you can paint on, and they're $1.25. So so I just gave 2 gifts of pink poinsettias. Somebody said, by the way, I'm going to swing by and make sure you're home. I'm going to swing by and leave you a chocolate pie that my 90-year-old mom had to sit there, and she gave us directions and we made it. And she loves, I come up and give her hugs at church. And so she looks and looks for me to come to give her the hugs. And she has lots of pain, so she doesn't get to come often, and with her back and stuff. So I go from behind the pew and I give her a great big hug. And so I was so sad because I had some of my kids and girlfriends, their girlfriend there. And I was so introducing them to everybody. And my husband said she was stretching and looking for me. And so I felt so bad. So I called them and said I was worried about Gladys. And so Gladys made sure that I got a chocolate pie, which Mark promptly and my son gave. And I ate the whole thing the first day. But I had a bag I painted with a poinsettia. Some of you saw. I painted a plate, one of these white plates, and it wasn't this, but it was something else like this. And I was able to put tissue in it, put it in the bag, and as the mother and daughter, they live together. And so I put another plate, but guess what I did? I had those little easels from Dollar Tree that holds the plate up, like in the foyer or in her bedroom where she is. And I gave them a little inexpensive easel to hold the plate so they could just see it for pretty. Instead of this, you can, if you do your paint heavy enough on this or the chargers, you can, which are not, those are plastic. And the glass, if you put a thick coat of paint as you're painting, okay, I went over this a few times, and I'll show you that on Monday night. If you join me on my One Stroke Advantage just for December, give that to yourself for a gift. I can't even talk. But it was so nice because 20 minutes later she rode by and she handed me the pie, and I handed her a bag that's all gift wrapped, just because it's a bag with tissue. I didn't have a bow, I didn't have a card, but that was enough. And she was just glowing when she left. And so, you know what some of them say? I love chocolate. I didn't know everything's homemade about the chocolate pie. She said, did y'all have chocolate pies growing up? And I'm like, no, that wasn't a thing with us. My mom made that fake cheesecake. Have y'all ever done that? That fake cheesecake where you use it's not fake, it's real, but it's cream cheese, sweetened condensed milk, lemon, and you beat it till it was thick, and then poured cherries on top of graham cracker crust. My husband still remembers because my mom's was thick and sometimes it's runny. Well, anyway, why did I go there? But anyway, when we're talking about the chocolate pie, so think about joining for $10. It's basically $10. Make sure that you go to youtube.com and put in Donna Dewberry to join. If you go on an app, it costs you like $12.99 or something. So there is a little sales tax on the $9.99. But anyway, if you want to get patterns, the worksheets and the patterns, you pay $10 more. So anyway, I challenge you to try it for December because I have fun things in December for you. I just put the calendar up on the Facebook group so you can print it out. And I think Michelle's put the pattern I mean, all the calendar events that we're going to do already on YouTube too. Okay. So there you go. So get a silver charger, a red charger, a gold charger, and come paint this with me Monday night. All right. All right. That's my little deal about that. And anybody who wants to have any, I used to make that cheesecake, right? Anybody who hasn't been on before, I want you to know that my website is onestroke.com spelled out. And there's lots of advantages about going there and seeing where I'm going to be next year in person. And you can always come to Florida. Lots of people come to Disney, and I'm right by Disney, so that's kind of cool to our studios. But what else was I going to tell you? All right. So also, we have 2 times a week, my daughter gets on and does a Facebook Live on our Facebook group. And let me tell you about the group. With the group, you have to answer 2 questions. And it's like, how'd you find out? We got to make sure you're real. And how do you find out about us? And what kind of paint do you like to use? Or like 2 questions. And if you, so many YouTubers don't answer any of the questions, then we have to not let you in. So come do that. All right. Now, there's all kinds of kits that you can get, from a very inexpensive kit to like $80 kits for whatever. You can get paint kits, brush kits, whatever kind of kits. And that's what you need to have. Let me show you. But I'm going to start painting right now. All right, because I have something special. So the set of brushes, this is my value pack set of brushes, and it's less than $20. And as soon as you join, you can take that coupon and come right over there and get it. Most people tell me that they save more money using the code than what they pay to get the code each month. So think about that. And I am going to be painting some big, pretty flowers today. All right. So thank you for being on. I love you guys. You guys make everything worth doing, you know. I had some, we call my local students, we call them campers because they camp out and don't leave. And I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them at our family Thanksgiving. And we were in this beautiful park with a big, beautiful pavilion with fireplace and all. And we posted some of those pictures on our page, so on our Facebook group. So come check us out. All right. So I'm going to go. And also, if you want to become a teacher for me, if you want to get certified, if you want to see more about what's going on in the one stroke world, it's all right there on my website. Come on. Oh, it's on. It's just black. So that tells you something. All right. So this has got a little bit of a glare, but let me tell you, I want you to know that we are going to, oops, what the heck? We are going to use the Folk Art Multi-Surface paint. That's the paint we're going to be using. All right. And it's user-friendly, and it has no smell. So if you've never done paint with me, and it paints on multiple surfaces, that's why it's called multi-surface. All right. So I'm going to get started with a couple of things that I think are kind of nice. And that is, I'm going to decide, let me draw something so you kind of can see what I wanted to have happen. All right. Please share One Stroke with your friends, and let's get ready for a great December. I think that you will enjoy seeing what I have in store for you guys to learn and create this month. I love sharing things that will make your painting adventures easier. Okay, so I'm going to come along our branch here, and I'm going to stencil. This is my wreath stencil. I have a couple other stencils that are kind of fun. All right, that you can put in backgrounds. All right, little delicate one. This is called Wildflowers. I have beads and dangles. What are they? Look at this. So that maybe we use this one, okay? Because what this will do is I took 4 6x6s and put them together to save money because they're only $1 difference in price from the 12x12s to a 6x6. So, so what I want to show you is let's go in here and I'm going to use some Treasure Gold paint. I can't believe you're all here painting with me today or watching me. All right, this is the key. You have a dry stencil brush. You're tapping that brush into your color. If you're on, and this I'm going into the lid, I am doing that. But if I'm in here, I'm going to the edge of the paint, okay? So, and then this is the magic. You got to rub it off right there. And every time you pick up more, you go right there. All right, so this is what happens. Say I can put a few of these. I'm going to go left and right. This is Treasure Gold. Treasure Gold's in silver or gold or peridot or purples. Okay, so now I want you to see the more paint that's off of this, I want you to see how nice it's going to look. All right, left circles, right circles. Okay, so see, you're getting that illusion of it. This one is a little bit too much paint, but I'm going to come here and rub it out again. Okay. This just gives you a pattern to get started. See, it shows you where the leaves would go. And especially most asked question is, how do I know where to put my next leaf or my next flower? Okay. I need to wipe this off as I move it around, but I'm just still going for it. Okay. Then I can put some fern in here. This is going to be the background. Okay. So let's get some fern left, right. So this is little fern, or you can make it just little leaves. It doesn't have to be fern. This is an already base coated black canvas that are at. See, I don't want all this extra. So that means I have to wipe off back of each one of them as I do this. But you can see they're not paying attention. I'm being lazy. I'm just going for it so I can be faster. But also what's cool is if you have a black sweatshirt, you will love this. You got to try it. Dark color sweatshirt. And then you take this and you go right to your shirt and you do this exactly like I'm doing it with a metallic. And there's all kinds of metallics. And multi-surface, there's metallics and Treasure Gold. And so what happens is the minute you hit this on the shirt, it soaks it up and it doesn't make a mess as long as you're doing this. And then you put your flowers around it. So I'm going to stop there. I've got bumblebees. I've got birds, variety birds just came back in stock after 4 months. So those stencils are going to help you just like this. I use them as a background. And then I want to share with you that I can come here. First of all, I'm going to put that out, pounce it. I also use, if you're out there and you're trying one stroke with me, using your tools, this is your tools, a basin, and you would put foam plates in here or this guy in here. But this is your most used tool, which you do the double, you put 2 colors all around here and your floating medium in the middle. And if you don't finish all the paint up as we're painting, like, see, I'm going to waste this because I should have put it in here. And then when I'm done, I just pop this on and we dampen a sponge and we put it in there. And right on my site, you get a lot of free on the homepage. Right on my YouTube site, you can look under practice strokes. You get free relax and paint every week. It's like a 20-minute fun class. And then you get practice stroke every week. And I teach you how to use every brush, all the details about this, and we do it together. So you got to go try that when you get a chance. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this brush up underneath so it doesn't dry out. And then I'm going to show you that you can go now to, these are my 1-stroke brushes. I told you the value pack. You can go right here and let's get a smaller brush to show you. See some of these leaves here? You get lots of flat brushes because flat brushes are the thing I use the most, but I do show you a bunch of good signature brushes. Oh, here. I want to get this 10. It's a little bit smaller. And I want you to see that you can come right in here. Like if you're not sure which way to put the next leaf, you can use this as a pattern, and then you just know exactly where the next leaf goes, and you just fill it in. Okay, so I don't think you're close enough to see that very well. All right, so you just touch, push, and stand up. All right, and if you don't like something, see, I can do that over. And then what happens, see, you don't even have to know. You just fill it in. So when you're getting my stencils, they're used for patterns, okay? Just to let you know. All right, give me some thumbs up. Let me know you're still out there hearing me because I don't see anybody writing. And I just want you to um, be there and tell me, answer me so I know that you're out there. And okay, where's my brown? All right, I'm going to I gotta be a better steward of this paint. All right, here's brown. All right, hello, Miss Robin. We're gonna put some brown and let's get maybe some linen. Okay. Now, see, if I was in my double loader, I'd be putting these all around the edges. Okay, I don't look organized yet, but now I am. All right, ready. So I'm going to be teaching tonight for some of you who are hydrangea. I'm doing that pretty wreath with the church, a Christmas wreath. All right. But I just wanted to get on because I miss you guys after the holidays. I did take a couple of days break, which was nice. And I am ready to go. I was out in the woods and we had a campfire with my sister and her husband. And I actually went and got worms and went fishing with these little kids fishing poles. You ought to see me. I haven't thrown out a rod and reel for a while, and it was giving me a bad time, but I made it work. Did we catch anything? No, we fed a lot of fish. I'm glad you're using the stencil. I need a reminder of using it. Yes, Miss Liz. Get that stencil out, and it just puts an added flair to your paintings. And let me tell you the magic, guys. Go around to any painting that you might have painted with me if you're a one stroker, or if you want to paint, just remember this. After you paint and you feel like, oh my gosh, this needs something, I want you to go over to the painting and lay the stencil on top of it. You can see where the painting is and just add little pieces or things to your painting if it looks like it needs something. And I always, when I started this, is because I'm like, man, this still needs something more. And that's the beauty of it. I realized when your paint's dry, when my design's dry, you can go do that. Okay. So all I have is my signature brushes. Oh, here we go. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use some of these great colors here. So I'm going to use citrus and blue, Prussian blue. See that pretty color? And I'm going to come all in here and do this is with my 3/4 inch flat brush. And I'm going to come in here. And so this is in the background of where I'm going to be putting my pretty flowers. All right. So look, on this dark background, that gives you a pretty look. So I come in there and I then put the chisel in there. I want to be better using stencils. It's a challenge for me for some reason. Okay, well, I will do a better job of showing you how to use those stencils because one of the best selling things I have is stencils, and you guys had me sold out for I couldn't keep them in. And so I'm starting to build back up. I have a lot of stencils right now, um, but I am still working on the ones that are getting low. All right. And it's just you forget when you're so busy doing all the other stuff. And I'm kind of the one who knows what I go on and show you guys. And so I usually try to, oh, my bird variety just came back in stock. And that has so many different birds on it. So if you're into cardinals for the holidays, I have a male and a female cardinal, which means you can use that stencil also because it gives you the stencil, the body, wings, and everything. So All you then do is I show you on these videos how to fill in the body and the head. And go look, I've got the nativity and you've got the ornament nativities, which you would be so miserable trying to do trace on every one of those ornaments, and especially if you want to do multiples, but you're going to stencil on the pattern really quick and just fill in the colors. So it makes it, I have the nativity with the crest and the crest, well, however you say that, and the Holy Family and Jerusalem. I have all that in there with camels. So that's one. And then the other one is the four ornaments. All right. So I'm trying to get this. Let me move this so I can try to get some of the glare. There you go. All right, I've been waiting for you to be live this weekend. Well, guess what? After my plan is, unless I exhaust myself, my plan is I'm going to do this one and I'm going to come back after my lesson and do another quick one. So, all right, I need to, excuse me, I'm sorry. There, I think, oh, I put my finger in front of it. Okay, so see, I've got some little background going here. And then that is citrus, mostly citrus, a little bit of thicket, and Prussian, the blue. All right, the other thing is now I'm going to use, here, wash out my brush. Now I want to use, hey, Sandy, miss you, girl. I hope you're doing good. I know you got your hands full. A lot of us are caregivers taking care of our loved ones. All right, so now let's watch this. Give me some thumbs up so YouTube knows y'all want to see me. All right, in your spare time. All right, so look, I'm going to get some medium. The medium, can you see that? The medium we use instead of water with my technique. All right, this is called one stroke painting. We blend shade and highlight with each stroke. And guess what I always say? You're one stroke away from becoming an artist. How's that sound? All right. So now let me show you that here's one little kid I'm going to show you a little bit later. But look, so you're going to come in here, look at some of these pretty flowers. This is flower of the month. And there's two kits that are my best sellers, but I want you to see, you can put all these little pretty flowers mixed in, especially if it's somebody's birthday flower. That's a nice gift to do for them. All right, so let's come up here and go a little bit closer. All right, so this is berry wine. Berry wine is a little thicker, and see, all these are really lush. This berry wine's good, but some of them I find that they've done something with the formula. So that's why I usually use magenta, but I wanted more muted colors with this painting. I didn't want bright as much. Okay, now see how you blend shade and highlight? And it just happens so easy, Donna. Your birthday is December 9th. So spend some time with you on that day if you're not busy. What day of the week is that, honey? All right, just let Deanne let me know what day of the week is that, and I can see what I can make happen. Okay, so can y'all see? Now I want all this petals to kind of be the same. Let's see. But this one, I got too white. Do you see it? So you just pick up more paint and go right over it so it blends in. All right. Miss you too. I got my God's graces. I'm good. Oh, good, honey. We just keep having more and more fun this year with family health and problems. So we're just going to keep giving it to God and know that He'll take care of it, right? That's really hard when you're living through it. We keep having lots of tears and remembering that we lost our daughter. And a couple things about health. My husband went through stage 3 cancer 7 years ago, and and we've lost our daughter. And just to watch, your children go through hard times and lose a child, the worst thing is we know how that feels even today, right? So there we go. So we've got to be strong, but sometimes as I'm praying at night, I just fall apart. It's okay to fall apart to him, right? Because he knows it all. Okay, so that's one way to do a flower, a rose. And so I'm going to see how I keep getting some yellow. All right, it's like more like a peace rose color. All right, so then I can come in here. And so I put kind of 2 rows on the outside. Are y'all liking this? Also, tell me what you'd like me to paint, because when I come back tonight, I will paint something else. It's the end of the month, and I missed out coming on quite a bit because of the holidays. So I'm trying to come on and give you guys some good inspiration. How's that sound? All right. So now let me show you. I'm going to come up here. Oops, I'm putting my hand in. I'm going to come up here and we're going to do the back side of this rosebud. Now I'm going to work this in, that yellow into white. See, I just stuck it on there and I want a richer color. So I'm going to go back and forth on my foam plate. I think lots of you can get a foam plate, paper foam plate. All right, so we're going to make a rosebud. Thank you. All right, and this is just a side view. Now watch what happens here. I'm going to touch, lean the white out, and then slide over. Oops, I'm going to put a leaf there to cover. I went over a little big. There we go. All right. See, as long as you see layers. Well, thank you. It's already starting to look like something, right? Okay. I'm going to come right in here because I got some gold right there from the stencil. I want to cover that. Now look how this is a rich color. I know that this is got a glare on it, but this is a lot deeper, prettier color than it's showing here. Okay. So we're going to close up the rosebud. Now watch. I'm going to come around a little bit more, by putting that yellow edge out, all right? Deanne, did you tell me? Oh, it's a Tuesday. I am gone Tuesdays till I don't get back to the studio here until maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So if it's something you could do after that, there we go. Just message me on Messenger. It's Donna S. Dewberry or Donna Dewberry 1, the number 1 at Hotmail. And you can let me know. All right. So now let me show you another way to do that rose. So I've done the rose as two layers and then the center. I watched you paint the screen when y'all were in Tennessee. Oh, yes, I thought I posted that. It should that should be posted where I'm starting on the screen, but I'll go check Sandy, and it would be on our group because I think my friend Lori did that for me on my phone. So we're doing it live on there. Okay. We were worried that we were on my personal Donna Dewberry Facebook, but we were on our group. So if you go back to the Tennessee dates, I did it live on there. And it's only there for 30 days, so you need to go check. And you can download that video. I can't tell you how easy it is to paint on that screen. It blows me away. All right. So I'm turning this around and then ask question, can you turn your canvas? Does it look like I can turn my canvas? Absolutely. You can turn it so it's comfortable. Don't make it hard. This is what I tell you. If you're doing strokes and it feels hard, like you're trying to do a stroke I teach you for flowers or whatever, if it's difficult, you're doing something wrong. So in your head, say, oh, this is hard. And then you go, oh, Donna said it's wrong then. All right. And then you go to my practice strokes and look for the leaf or the flower petals or whatever and practice with me. Okay. Now I'm on Patreon now once a month. It's like an hour of you guys just please teach me slow. I go really slow. And we've been doing all kinds of different strokes and different flowers, and everybody gets their paint and all ready. And I can see you on there and you can see us. Okay, you can see everybody who's on with us, and it's really good. Patreon's also $10 a month to pledge, and that is Mark, and you go to Patreon. It's right here about Donna. It tells you how to get to my Facebook group. It tells you how to get to or Mark and my Patreon. We're on every Wednesdays at 5 o'clock, and unless it's the day before Christmas, and then we move it to another day. All right, I'm talking and not paying attention when I'm teaching. But anyway, if you come to Patreon, those are free, and you get 4 different things, and that is one of them is an hour, and you guys tell me, please paint this. And I had a couple newbies. I just started that for 2 months now, and a couple newbies came on, and everybody that have been painting for a long time even are really loving it because they go, oh, I do that too, and so they're having a good time with that. You loved watching it, but you had to get off before the end of it. Well, go back on and watch it. Mark was so funny last week. Um, or is that this week? That's this week. He was so funny. He's talking about his Thanksgiving dinner in a tube like the astronauts, and he's talking about liver, yuck. And so everybody who's writing me said he was so funny. He was so funny. Well, we'll see. Okay. So I was trying to show you another way, and I got busy talking. No, you painting, the screen painting was still on there. Oh, so see that, Sandy? It's still on there, DJ said. Okay. So it's on our Facebook group, One Stroke group. Now watch this. I want one more. All right. So I'm going to do it bigger. All right. So what I do, I've got my 3/4 inch brush. Now I've been putting enough paint. I really didn't need medium, but I want you to see, I'm going to dip. Usually I'm at my double loader and I'm going between the 2 colors, and you're getting it full of paint. Okay. And you go 2/3 full at least. And then you come over here and you can dip another color and work that in. Dip and work that in. Okay. Or I can use the berry wine each time and then come over here and pick up that color. See how I'm laying it next to the color or laying it next to the white? That's what I want you to see. All right. Now I have way too much paint on here. Okay. So now I'm making my skirt. Now I'm going right at wet on wet. That's my technique. One stroke painting. We're going wet on wet. So it's okay if I pick up a little bit of green in there. It's not going to bother anything. And I know you guys are freaking out going, oh, she got green in there. All right. So I'm going to wipe it off on a paper towel if I got more paint of a color I don't want. Sometimes you wouldn't want black in your white or whatever, so you can just wipe it on a paper towel. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to go over to the water constantly and wash out and start over. Please don't do that, okay? Now, this is going to be your skirt to get started. Now, as you see, it's 3 petals. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, I'm going to go this berry wine because it's deep, all right? And I didn't want a bright, like a bright Juneberry or bright magenta. I wanted it muted, more muted, and you'll see why. All right, so now I'm gonna come here and make the cup of the rosebud. Well, see, I totally lost it. You don't see it. Let's come down. All right, so look, I do 1, 2, 3, and then I'm ready to do the stroke. All right, so now where I stopped here, I can do chop, 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 and come up to there. All right, you with me? All right. Now, see this big brush, if you see, it's already got berry wine, so I'm just picking up some of the yellow. A lot of paint, more paint than you think. I'm not in medium. What people are doing is they're making a mess with the medium. Medium instead of water because it's thicker. It's the fluff that's inside paint with no color. So we use that instead of water. And that's what I'm saying. We've got these 8-ounce bottles. If you go bundle, when you go to my site, if you hit bundle, it shows you all the bundles to save you money and things that you're going to use the most. But this is 8 ounces of floating medium, which these are the two things you use most with one stroke because we're always using darker colors and putting light with it. So the white and the floating medium. So it's already discounted, but then you get another discount for the bundle. All right. And so those are flying out because I made those bundles up there for you, or my husband said to make them. All right. So now what happens here? Now watch. I'm going to touch here. I'm going to lean the white out, stand up, lean it out, stand up, and come around. All right. So it looks like you made this pretty petal. So look at this. I'm working it in on this side now. And I'm coming, my hand's in front of me. I want to come right here. Can you see it? Oops, no. Right now you can, right? All right. So I'm going to come right here, lean the white out, and then lift the berry wine and come across. All right. So let's pick up some more white. Okay. And come across. All right. So like this painting, I can work on it, work on it. I just saw it is 4:40 and my class starts at 5. So I'll just come right after class and do more. But look, I'm going to come right here, push, lift, push, lift. Now, I can finish this up in an easier way than doing all the rows in here. So it was just the back. It was that up and over the U. And then I started these little strokes that I'm showing you that I can come right back in here and look, I lean a little bit, slide, slide. You get a little slender, like if you want a ranunculus rose, those all kinds of little thin layers. You would just go in here. See, I picked up the white. I want to redo this. Oops. Let's come back in here. See, you slide that in there. So I don't want this black here. So I can come right in here and slide it. And this is a big brush, but if I don't push down, if I just come in here, lean the white, and slide, you can get layers in there. All right, wipe it off every so often, and you just come right back there and pick up. So this is wet on wet, and because it's thicker paint and you don't have too much medium in it, you can just go like that and you're done. All right, so I want a lot more in here. So I guess I'm going to have to ask you guys to come back and we will paint. All right, my class is at least 6:30, so it will be for sure about 7ish. Thank you, because I want some big roses out here, really big. Okay, big roses I'm going to put there, and then some other painting in between, and some really pretty leaves. And I'm going to come in here with some purples. This is neon purple. All right. So I think you'll really like that. All right, and it'll look really nice with these colors I'm using. All right, so if I use the Prussian blue, look at this, Prussian blue with the neon purple. And when that dries, oh my gosh, it is absolutely amazing. Okay, because people look at it and go, what is that color? Because if you're trying to match the color to get that neon, it's not, you can't find it. I did once. There's a neon blue, and I couldn't figure out what in the world I did, 8 months before for the convention to make my sample. I couldn't figure out what is that blue. And it ended up being, it was a neon that I put in there. All right. Thank you. Hey, Curtis. All right. Donna says your value pack brushes. Yes. Now I do have 2 sets of brushes, but my most used are the value pack, which is this set, guys. It's a 10-piece most used brushes. All right. So then remember I just showed y'all the stencil, and I want to show you really quick the signature brush set. And those are great Christmas presents. We tell people, tell all your family that's what you want. All right. So as you're painting, you're looking at your pretty handle and you're like, oh my gosh. So this is less than 10, less than 20, and these are less than 40. All right. But there's 13 high quality brushes. But as you're learning and beyond, you can see I'm always using the dark green handle brushes. The other set, there's, my most used brushes, where they're at under the bundles. And there's a bundle that gives you the brushes that you absolutely need with one stroke at a really good deal. So when you search a couple of things, search my stencils, search the bundles, and the AZ kit, A to Z, 50 flowers I teach you. And it gives you a killer price for 50 flowers. They're teaching guides and brushes and paint. So if you want to start new, that 50 flowers gives you everything but the surface. All right. So what do y'all think? Did that purple kind of knock it up a lot? All right. But I really have to go. And I will be back, and hopefully you guys can come back with me. Oh, I'm glad I threw that in there. Isn't that great? And see, all the yummy colors together are knockout. So look, I got the Prussian. I'm side loading the purple neon. All right. I have many people that I tell I use this after I get through painting just to touch up all kinds of painting. And so there's colors. We just got through with most of the orange, but we've got purple, pink, green, blue. Those are the colors you got to have. All right. So, and the best is if you can see those colors in multi-surface instead of just black light, but they're still good. This one is black light, and look how pretty it is. But oh, and it's multi-surface, which means I can paint it on glass, I can paint it on mirrors, I can it's more, the neon's more of a gel, and I need to be quiet right now and go. So I love you. Come watch me. I'll be on later just for you guys. See you later. Bye bye.